Truckers of Reddit, what's a stop you'll never return to? Mine was a diner that felt off. So this happened about 4 years ago when I was doing long hauls across the Midwest. I used to run mostly night shifts because the roads were clearer and I liked the quiet. One trip, I was hauling from Denver to Chicago, and somewhere in Nebraska I started feeling the kind of tired that makes your eyes burn. Around 2 in the morning, I pulled off into this tiny exit with one flickering gas sign. I remember the name of the place was something like Maggie's Kitchen, but the sign was mostly dark. The diner was open somehow. One car in the lot besides my rig. I figured I'd grab coffee, maybe pie, stretch my legs. Inside, it looked like it hadn't been updated since the 70s. Booths with cracked vinyl. Fluorescent lights that buzzed just a little too loud. No music, just silence. A woman stood behind the counter. Late 50s maybe. Pale, hair up in a messy bun, kinda staring past me when I walked in. I said, "Hey," and she blinked like she hadn't seen me come in. Asked what I wanted. I ordered coffee and sat by the window. While she poured, this guy came out from the back room. Maybe early 40s. Not dressed like a cook or staff. Just jeans, sweatshirt, and a look like he'd just woken up angry. He looked at me. Not in a casual way. Just stood there and stared for way too long. I was trying to mind my business, but it got weirder. My coffee came in a cup that was somehow both hot and chipped. I sipped it anyway and regretted it. Bitter like burnt rubber. I glanced toward the back room and the guy was still there, arms crossed, still staring. No one else came in. I left cash on the table and got up fast. As I stepped out, the guy followed me to the door and stood just inside watching me walk to my truck. Didn't say a word. I got out of there and didn't look back. Whole thing felt off in a way I can't explain. Not dangerous exactly, just wrong. Too quiet. Too still.